Script consultant inadvertently exposed what's wrong with Hollywood storyline process. I didn't read it. Let's see it together.
It goes without saying Hollywood films aren't what they used to be. Part of the problem is the writing that goes into them is weaker today, owing to the repetitive copy and paste from better movies, rewrites/retcons that only serve agendas, and the self-inserts by ersatz scribes lacking the life experience or research required.
That's not wrong. Let's see what else do they say.
There are more than a few reasons, but those tend to be the top three, and if you have paid enough attention over the years, you would notice these factors don't just affect the superhero genre or big franchises like Star Wars and James Bond. Unfortunately, true stories about from history, recent and far-flung, get thrown under the bus and killed by what passes for a process on the West Coast. You don't have to look any further than the Padre Pio biopic that, considered abhorrent by many, starred Shia LaBeouf as a PIO who was an afterthought in his own movie. Along similar lines, you have The Pope's Exorcist with Russell Crowe, which plays fast and loose with the life story of the Vatican's de facto chief exorcist Father Gabriel Amorth for the sake of sensationalism and shock value.
Mm-hmm. Uh, I guess. But seriously, yeah, the things like most of them are like far weaker story than the other one, and I would say the worst part of those story are the fact that or the fact also that what's his name, that the villain, the one that they think that is the villain is mostly a normal person, and the hero is like more akin to a villain than he should be. Like, oh wow. Okay, if we have time, I will do this because I think like the last video of Saladino covered perfectly. Like the difference between the interest of the man and the woman and how it feathers on to the video game development right now in modern day, because you know everything modern day sucks kind of. And he said that something about how men are interested in things and concepts, and women are interested in people, but more so in the way that people more so in feeling between people. And from what I, yeah, he's completely right, right? Like there's nothing. I was oh no, there's not nothing. How can I say that? You can see it because something should feel right, like this character should feel like the hero because he saved the right people, but the character act philosophically and integrally like the villain. And those work. It's just kind of funny in my opinion because no, that's not what they try to do, but that's what happened. Like I was working on yeah, I'm still working on it. I'll bring it out when I will finish because who knows. I was working on a video about the difference between what's the name, Robin Hood and In the Shadow of Lupin. And the thing is like, I won't lie, I watch Robin Hood in English, but Lupin I watch it in his original language, who's French, because yes, my baguette, I know how to talk French. I won't say in French, but yeah, why not? But I know how to talk French, so there's that. And one thing that I find funny with the fact that those two is that those two have the same idea conceptually, right? Um, it's a reimagining modern day of a book and finding a way to integrate them in the real world, right? and with a diverse cast. But the thing's like one feels so natural and the other is utter trash. And that come from me. I was like, I'm scared to watch the third season of Lupin because even French start to, I don't say go woke because they're naturally progressive, right? Every idea of progressivism that's everywhere came from France. And there's that. But still, the character, the growth of the character, the idea, the way that some stuff works, even the morality, even the integration of the book, Lupin, the inspiration, everything is there. When you go from to watch Robin Hood, it's like best way I can explain it is that it's the name and the animal mask that's supposed to represent the Disney version cartoon, with the fox, the bull, and stuff. And it's only on a surface level. You don't have like the reference with the books. You don't have like, you know, the way of stealing from the rich, giving to the poor. There's like everything is like so surface level, and the worst part is that Robin's supposed to be the good guy, but when you watch it, seriously, Robin doesn't look like the good guy first, but it's so boring that the most interesting part are the part where the sheriff is on the screen. Make it make sense. Like the best part is where the sheriff is on the screen. So there's that. I just find it funny. So yeah, I was working on it, but the thing is like the reason why I didn't finish it is that I didn't finish Robin Hood. I was like at the second or third episode. I was watching with someone, and after the person was gone, I couldn't finish it. It was so lame. Like literally, it was so freaking lame that I couldn't. Like I see what they were trying to do. I see the potential, but this one was trash, utter trash, utter garbage. They really don't know how to create enticing character that you like and appreciate. And that's the thing. Omar Sy is a freaking good actor, and you watch it and you love it. Even the part where they start integrating like some part with colonialism and stuff, you can get over it because it's so good. Like you want to see how he get out of it, and it makes kind of sense, right? Like okay, some part are just dumb. I won't lie, some part are just dumb. There's no movie that's completely perfect. I remember like some part I watched, I'm like, yeah, no, this was just it's just freaking dumb. And some parts are just like how can I explain it? Kind of sad. Like, oh, what? I let you go because bullshit. Who cares? I just want. But in if you watch it completely, Lupin is a great, and I would say great series. Like season one is one of the best. Season two is still good. Season three I didn't watch it, but things like it grabbed you from the start. Anyways, that's my opinion on those stuff, and yeah, they don't have any imagination. Uh, Everything that they do is like girl busting their way to the top and creating dumb character with dumb motivation that act like the villain but are supposed to be the good guy. And that's the worst part of of all the Hollywood bullshit that they create right now. But that's still my opinion on that. Oh, maybe one day we will have something that makes sense.